What's up, ladies and gentlemen of Middle Earth? Ryan the Cyber Hobbit here. Time for another 1/6 scale unboxing. This is the Asmus Toys Samwise Gamgee. I believe this is somewhat of an older collectible, since it seems that Asmus no longer listed on their website, so I ended up finding this on eBay, though it was listed as brand new. This is the slim version of Samwise, which I believe just means it's a bit cheaper than the original and has less things. For example, he has no water bottle and there is no leaf of Lorien, though perhaps this was meant to be Sam before he got that. So let's get on with the unboxing. While unboxing this, I noticed something really unfortunate. It seems part of his scabbard belt has withered and stuck to the inside of this plastic. That's not a good sign. Okay, and first things first, let's take a look at that head sculpt. So, my first impression was, I'm not a fan. While I can say it definitely has a Samwise-ish look to it, I wouldn't at all say it looks like Sean Astin. The head shape looks okay, but the painting is just a bit off in my opinion. I believe Sean Astin has sort of greenish brown eyes, and I think his hair color should be a bit darker. He kind of looks a bit too blonde here. His brown jacket looks great. Asmus usually always seems to get the clothing pretty accurate. The vest looks nice. Cool little buttons, big old pockets, and they do seem to be functional. Another pair of pockets are on his vest, though it looks like the glue has made the edges a yellowish brown color. Under his vest he has another white shirt and his iconic yellow suspenders. These look nice. And yes, his clothes are removable, in case perhaps you want to set him up like he appears in The Return of the King. Pretty good looking pants, cool little buttons, nice sewing, no complaints. And the Bigfoot feet. Looks great. I gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed with his head. He almost looks angry. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. So besides just the figure, obviously he comes with a whole bunch of accessories. There are only 3 extra hands, though perhaps this is another reason why they call this the slim version. And as previously discovered, the sword belt is deteriorating, which is highly disappointing. I know this is an older figure, but it was brand new, so I'm just not happy about this. I was also disappointed to discover that his sword is not metal, but plastic, and the paint job seems to have made it look a bit too rusty. I much prefer the metal and clean look that came with the slim version of Frodo's Sting. I'm not sure why they made these so different. Next up is Sam's handbag. Looks like a bag. It is functional, though not really sure what you'd put in it. And then we have Sam's backpack. This is pretty nice looking. Stitches seem pretty good. All kinds of pockets and places to put things. It does have some padding on the inside to give it a full look. Overall pretty nice. No complaints. Next up is all of his cooking gear. It comes with 1 big pan, 1 small pan, 1 ladle, a wooden spoon, and a cooking pot. I think these look nice. Pretty good paint job, though they might have been nicer if they were metal, which they are not. Next is his little pipe. Looks nice. And last but not least, we have his cloak. It's made with a nice green fabric, and it does have a wire in the hood. I will say though, the string at the front came undone, and it took me longer than I want to admit to retie it into a bow. It would have been nice if they could have put some weathering on the bottom of it, but since Frodo's didn't have any either, I wasn't really expecting it anyway. As I began to set him up, I had to remove the head to put on his cloak, and I noticed that the head left some residue on his neck, which I guess is okay because it is hidden, but it does show that this piece is starting to show its age. Attaching his cooking gear to his backpack proved to be pretty difficult. I ended up having to get a pair of tweezers to be able to pull each little piece of fabric through the holes of each item. Let's just say I will not be taking these off anytime soon. Here's a little comparison to the slim version of Frodo. It definitely helps him look more Samwise when he's next to Frodo. So all in all, I guess I can say I'm kind of disappointed with this figure. It does have some nice things, and I will admit, once it's all assembled, I did start to like him more. But there's a lot of little things that I think were kind of a miss on this. His belt all but exploded on me while I was setting up his sword, and one of the pockets as well as one of the buttons fell off and I had to reattach them with some super glue. And granted, this is a horrible pose, but whatever you do, don't take his jacket off, because he just looks weird. I think the fat Hobbit could use a bit more fat. He looks so much better when he has all of his gear on. His jacket helps to fill him out a bit more. I do still like him, but he's definitely my least favorite figure that I've gotten from Asmus. Here's to hoping Asmus does a re-release in the future and improves on some things. Or perhaps Queen Studios will come out with their own version. Either way, Sam needs some justice done. After all, he's one of mine and many other people's favorite hobbits from the movies. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe and hit the like button. Earlier in the video, you may have noticed a mini epic Samwise. This will be one of my many items that will be in my giveaway once the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome, and I very much appreciate all the support and comments you leave. So that wraps up this video. Until next time, bye-bye.
Yeah, you in the box. You on that thing. You not know why, do you? Stay, Loki, stay.